Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker here at Baxter Cycle in the mighty mini truckless of Marnie, Iowa. And look what I got over my shoulder today. That is a 2001 Triumph Tiger 955i. I'm assuming I means fuel injected. What a beautiful machine it is. Let's go take that hot rod for a ride. Wahoo! This hot rod has 104 horsepower, 67 foot-pounds of torque. I think that's 92 Newton meters. It's an inline triple that boasts a dual overhead cam engine, liquid cooled of course. Look at this thing, amazing, amazing. Handling is superb. It's a very stilty machine. I gotta get used to the clutch. Wow, that's amazing. Incredibly smooth. This is a used bike, like I said, 2001. Baxter's got it in the other day. They've done all the service. They put a brand new set of Trail Max Mission tires on it, front and rear. One of the things that really jumped out to me about this motorcycle is it's got 43 millimeter forks on the front and a monoshock on the rear. Look at how well this turns. And an incredibly long, well, long enough suspension, or wheelbase. I can't think of the number offhand. I'll put it right down right there below. And the travel on the front and rear suspension is the same. 9.1 inches of front travel, 9.1 inches of rear travel. Wow, this thing jumps. This is a powerhouse. Wow. And we are in the bottom end of the RPM range. That's about 230 millimeters, by the way. I'm not sure what the ground clearance is. Welcome to South Marnie. Handling is very good. Very good. Pickup is, the torque is amazing. Phenomenal, I'd say. Let's see how this thing turns right here. Gravel all over the road right there. It's very stilty. It's a very tall motorcycle. I think the seat height was 33.1 inches or about 840 millimeters. The seat is adjustable. I think you can go from that low range up another inch. The brakes on the front are 310 millimeter disc, dual disc. Let's go this way today. I think the rear is I can't remember what the rear is, 285 or something like that. I think the front has dual piston calipers. I'm not sure about the rear. We'll take a look at that when we get pulled over here. It just picks up like mad. This thing's a race bike. 44,000 miles on it. These are regularly reported at over 60,000, so that's actually not too bad. I don't know if I mentioned it already. 6-speed transmission, chain rear drive. Randy Baxter, the owner of Baxter Cycles, owned a couple of these, and I think it's one of his favorite motorcycles. Hey, look down here, there's a clock. Ha ha! Amazing! I love the centralized tack. I also love the speedometer up here up high, closer to the line of sight. There is no gear indicator. All the gauges are analog, except for the clock. Handling is superb. It handles like a dream. Triumph Tigers are always amazing. Every one I've ever rode, even the old vintage models, they just are mind-blowingly, you know, they're done right. Absolutely done right. Fuel tank is 6.3 gallons. I think that is 24 liters. This motorcycle's dry weight is 475 pounds. I can't think of that in kilos, maybe 220 kilos. I'll put it down below right now. It does feel top heavy when you get on it. It is a stilty motorcycle for sure, but it's got an incredible suspension. And the engine on this thing is absolutely smooth, and the torque band is flat as can be. That's exactly what you want in a motorcycle. This is Iowa's busiest intersection, and today there actually are vehicles here. Let's see what we got going on. May have to post about this on Facebook, there's so much traffic. We're going to short shift a little bit. Crazy. The wind protection is excellent. That is the real surprise. I don't know why I'm surprised by that. I should know that. Tigers are legendary for their wind protection. Modern ones are. What a stable machine. What a stable machine. This is a fabulous riding motorcycle. Absolutely amazing. Look at this, goes right through the curves. Nothing doing. I'm liking it. Hot diggity dog. This one's a winner. You know, I spent a lot of time looking for a motorcycle I don't like. Have not found one yet, but I will keep looking. This one is on the double thumbs up list. I don't see anything like cruise control or anything like that. This is, like I said, a 2001. There's the horn. Can you hear it? Me gusta mucho. This thing is a dream. Hey, welcome to the mighty metropolis of Marnie, Iowa. Home of Baxter Cycle, seller of new and used Royal Enfields, Triumphs, classic British bikes of all type. The town is so big, it's got about 100 to 160 people in it, depending on the time of the day. Look at this. Let's do the spin test. Now, this is a pretty tall hill to be doing a spin test like this on. It's a pretty tall bike, I mean, but we will try our best. Hey, there's traffic coming. We better keep on moving. When you make your way to the mighty metropolis of Marnie, make sure you get yourself over here to the Derailed Grill right there. Make sure you try their Wahoo burger. This is a sports running machine. This is a fast bike. That 104, I think it said 104 horsepower really is, it's all there. Very impressive. Very impressive. I like this a lot. I don't think there's any traction control or ABS or any of those things, any of the modern conveniences, but what she does have is great handling and excellent power, a fabulous power, and good wind protection too. I'm just blown away by all of this. This is just phenomenal. Phenomenal. You know what? It's been a few days since it's rained. Let's see if we can make Motorcycle Park work for us today. That's Motorcycle Park right there. Whoa! She jumps. This one jumps. This is a machine. This is a fun machine. Oh, I want this now. I want this bad. Hey, that thing is amazing, phenomenal, mind-blowing. I'm just amazed by the whole thing. It's one of the best overall packages I've ever seen in a motorcycle, especially from 2001. The engine is just smooth as silk. By the way, it's had full service and brand new tires put on. Dunlop Trail Max Mission tires, front and rear. Anyway, the motor was phenomenal. It's just, I can't even say enough good about this. It's just, what an experience to ride it. I mean, what an experience. Just smooth. Smooth is the big word, I would say. The smoothness was, I've never seen it. I mean, I did not expect that out of this, I should say. There are smooth bikes that are new, of course, but I did not expect it to be that like that. Just mind-blowing. And the amount of power on hand at all times, no matter what gear I was in, no matter what RPM range I was in. And I say the bottom end of the RPM range. I mean, this thing was just, it's a real rocket ship. And it picks up speed like the dickens, just goes like mad. So 2001 styling, 2001 electronics, you know, like I said, no traction control, no ABS, none of the riding modes or anything like that. So everything is in your wrist. And I gave it a little juice up here and the whole thing tried to go sideways on me. No problem, I'm used to that with motorcycles, but I was very impressed with it. It definitely is a 100 horsepower motorcycle, 104 horsepower motorcycle. Starting on the front, it has dual disc brakes. I think they're 310 millimeter. Looks like a 2-piston caliper. Yes, 2 pistons on the outside. Just look at that. Spoked wheels. These are brand new Dunlop Trail Max Mission tires. That's what I have on my Himalayan. They're fabulous tires. A lot of my Tiger friends with their 900s and 850s, that's the kind of tire they have. Hot rod chain drive on the rear. I want to point this out real quick while we're here. Look at this rear swing arm. I mean, isn't that just a piece of art? It's certainly going to be aluminum. And it's welded. Look at this adjusting system here for the chain. And that massive brake. I can't remember what the size is. I think it was 285 millimeters, something like that. I'll put it down below. Again, 2-piston caliper on the back. Nissan, it says. I wonder what the front one says. The front one says Nissan also. Monoshock on the rear. You know, there's the monoshock buried deep in there. I don't know if this is an aftermarket pipe or not. It had very good sound. It had a very smooth triple sound, and a lot of people don't like that, but I'm going to tell you, it's a fabulous engine. 6-speed transmission. There's a water pump for the liquid cooling. Engine guards. It's been on its side. It looks like, or at least scraped. This bag's got some scrape on it. So it's got a top trunk and these 2 side bags. And let's see what these look like. I have not really opened these, so let's find out what's in there. Okay, this has got room for the exhaust pipe, so it's got a cutout for the exhaust pipe. The other side is probably the same thing. They are lockable. There is a key up there. Looks like they're locked to remove them also. Let's see what the back does. Again, we don't know what's in here. Hey, look at that. So this is a Tiger with bags, with off-road capability, with high horsepower, with a large fuel tank, 6.4 gallons. A thirsty engine. I think these are rated at something like 40 miles a gallon or something like that. It is a thirsty engine. Triples always seem to be thirsty. I don't know why that is either. But look at that pipe. Skid plate on the bottom. Radiator guard. Oil cooler down there. That's behind the guard also. Again, 9.1 inches, about 230 millimeters of travel. Front and rear. I don't know what the ground clearance is on this thing, but it's phenomenal. Seat height was, I think I mentioned this already, 33.1 inches or about 840 millimeters. But that's quite a seat, isn't it? I mean, these are my Royal Enfield. I love these gloves, by the way. Oh, they're Alpine Star also. Royal Enfield Alpine Star gloves. But check that out. I was very comfortable on that. I could sit on this for hours, just as it is. I'd love to borrow this bike for a day or two. So jumping up here, let's talk about the switch gear. So clutch over here. Flash to pass button, high lows, hazard lights, blinkers, horn. Nice grip there. Hey, that's kind of a soft grip. Over here, kill switch, start switch, throttle and brake, of course. Hand guards over that. The mirrors were very clear. Of course, it has a very smooth engine. Jumping over here, we've got speedometer, goes up to 140. A little odometer back down here. The bike has 44,231 miles on it today. Tachometer right here, heat gauge, fuel gauge, oil light. How nice is that? Engine light, neutral light, high beam, blinker, fuel light. Beautiful. Nice fuel inlet. That feels like a plastic cover. I don't know if it is or not. Or maybe it's a plastic tank. That could be. Key to get under the seat. Sitting on it, I sat upright. It looks like, so my knees would have come out here. Looks like my heels would have been back farther near my buttocks area. Shifter wasn't good. I was very comfortable with riding on it. Like I said, I only rode a little ways, maybe 10 miles, 16 miles on it. But what a bike. What a bike. I'm really singing a song for it, aren't I? Well, now I am pining. So, hey, just real quick, we are going to have a nifty 350 ride again. We had one last month. We're going to have one here in May. We're going to try to go between 120 and 140 miles. I haven't made a route out yet. We're trying to get ourselves into Les Hills area. A lot of people that were on the ride last time had no idea what that was. It's a very beautiful part of Iowa. We're trying to do the 25th of May in the morning. If that works for you, please let us know. If it doesn't work for you, please let us know that too. Maybe we can make an alternate date. That should be a lot of fun. Now, if y'all are interested in a newer used Royal Enfield Triumph, newer used, classic British bike of any type, need parts, accessories, doodads, thingamajigs, gear, boots, anything at all, get yourself over here to Baxter Cycle in the mighty metropolis of Marnie, Iowa, or go to baxtercycle.com. Tell those fine folks that Fuzzy Biker sent you. It is a beautiful day. I don't know how much gas I got in that thing, but I think I'm going to go for another ride. Y'all do the same. Life is good. Wahoo! Yippee-yi-yay! Yippee-yi-yo! Down the road we go. Beautiful, beautiful machine. Turn the radio on. 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 Beautiful day for a motorcycle ride. Ha 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 ha.